Hello, wonderful viewers. I welcome you all to the next episode of AHF show, Abena Sex and Fashion Talk Show. How was last week's talk show? I hope you enjoyed it. But today, we are taking it to a new level. I know you guys are going to like it, but then don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today, we are talking about sex. I know people will be asking what sex is. I don't know, but then sex isn't anything bad, as we all know. Sometimes we know sex is a sin, as our parents tells us, but then sex is really educated. Sex sometimes improve our health, not sometimes, but generally it improve our health system as well. So today I want to talk about sex, the do's and don'ts of before and after sex, and I hope you guys are going to like it. I don't have any guests today. I'm going to talk on my own. So when we say sex, what is sex? People might ask what sex is. So sex is when I have a boyfriend, I've gone in for the boyfriend and we've met sexually, like the penis and the vagina has gone into contact. And is moving in to and fro, like it's just coming in and coming out. That's what I will explain sex. Because sex isn't when you meeting the person and sexual whatever. But for me, I know sex is when the vagina and the penis has come into contact and they are working. So sometimes someone can ask, what are the things that I should do before sex? I know we ladies are going through a lot, that we don't even know the things that we are supposed to do before we go in for sex. But I'm here for you, not as a sex doctor, but then as your model, as your health advocate as well too today. So the things that you are supposed to do. Let's take one. When you are going in for a guy, you need to wear, is it losing dress? You shouldn't wear any tight panty, any tight dress that will make the guy feel like when he's taking it off, he'll find it difficult to take it off. Not necessarily like it's just harmful to your health, because when the person is in a harsh way to take in the dress, he can just let your mood go down. So first, wear a nice, sexy, hot dress and a panty as well. Second, you need to take water. Is a key. You need to take water before you go in for the sex, because sometimes during the sex you get dehydrated. The water will sustain you, the lady. It will sustain you for you to just give the positions. It will sustain you for you to work hard. It will sustain you for you to go in opposite with the guy or your partner. And third, you need to be in the mood. You can't just go in because the partner wants you. I know guys will be like, I think they have something like budget or whatever they call it. The guys will force us. But then I advise every lady that before you go in for sex, you need to get in the mood. You need to be in the mood before you go in for the sex. You can't just go in because the guy has asked you to go in. And fourth, you need to ask your partner if the person is safety, like let me say the person doesn't have any sexually transmitted diseases, or the person is coming to use condom, because your safety is our priority. We all know. You need to ask if the person's health status is okay. If he says it's okay and you are still not comfortable and you still want to just ask again, I tell all ladies to use condom, because sometimes you might not, the guys can lie, they lie you, they can lie to us that yes, I'm okay, because they want to do it, but meanwhile they might not be okay. So I entreat every lady to ask the guys that if they are sexually okay, like if their status is okay, or they want to use condom. So I think before sex, I think this is okay. Don't rush yourself to sex too. Let it flow. It's a game. Sex is a game. It's between you and your partner. So you need to let it flow. Let him come. You need to come. Participate. Sex helps you relieve stress. It's exercising. Sex helps. It's sexual curiosity. Sex is a game. It helps you be of yourself. It boosts your immune system, as we all know. So, like it shouldn't be like the guy is asking you because it's dating that you are going in. If you know you can't abstain and you are go in as your wish. Go in for you to release your stress that you want to release. Go in for you to exercise. Go in for you to boost your immune system. So let me take the after sex. After sex, there's a whole lot for us to do after sex. But then we ladies doesn't know. We think that after sex, we just go in before the sex. We do the things, the necessary things we are supposed to do after sex. We wear our panty, then go home. But then I think that's unhealthy way for we the ladies. After sex, first thing that you need to do after sex is for you to wash up. Get up, go to the washroom and wash up. Use soap. Wash yourself. But when you reach at your vagina, use clean warm water to wash your vagina, your labia majora, your labia minora, and wash the vulva as well. We all know vagina is self-cleanser, so you wash there nicely and neatly. The reason why you wash there is because at that time, maybe if the boy has maybe any sexual transmitted disease, the bacteria is still on the environment of vagina. So washing that, you wash all the bacteria away. Second, you need to pee. It's a must. I don't know if sometimes you might reach your orgasm or you don't reach your orgasm, you need to pee. The reason why you are peeing is that you pee to also kill microbacteria as well. The bacteria that we don't see, we pee to kill them. And when you are peeing, you just don't leave it like that. Just go and sit on the the toilet, then pee. Sorry to say, then pee. When you sit on it, you hold the urine. Let it come small. You hold it again. Let it come small. You hold it again. Let it come small. The reason why I'm saying all these things is that you might not know where the bacteria is. It might be at the majora. It might be at the minora. It might be at the vulva too. So like when you holding and releasing, it's spreading to all parts of your vagina. And to this is going to kill if even not all, 90% of the bacteria. Third, be hydrated. Right after sex, oh gosh, sometimes we just get exhausted because they'll be working with us, pushing you here, pushing you there, turning you, and you, I don't know, but then you just feel like you are tired. And to that, you need to get hydrated. You see, we have this saying that before you know them, a man's high blood pressure is during sex, and the lowest blood pressure before a person can go into hypo is after sex. Because at that time, you've released a lot of energy. So taking in the water will be good. It will get you hydrated. It will get you boosted. It sometimes even encourage you to even go in for the next one. Because at that time, you might feel uncomfortable. You might feel exhausted. You might feel that, oh, right now I'm not in the mood. But you taking the water, it will boost you up. It boosts you up. And lastly, the one thing I always say that right after sex you need to do is to wear loosened panty, nightwear, or even the man's dress, the top. It's sometimes a little bit sexy if you have a boyfriend and if you have a husband. But then I'm not telling you all to go and have sex, because if you are in, this is if you are in and you know you are doing it, you wear a loosened panty. You won't wear any tightened panty that will. You see, after sex, the bacteria are still there. We are talking about this because we want to protect our vagina. It's our priority. It's our property. It's something we are sending into marriage. So during you are having sex before marriage and you don't know all these things. You see, right after marriage that you go, the man will be like, you have candidiasis, you have this sexual transmitted disease, and he might think you didn't care for your vagina wall, or maybe you had sex with just one guy and you took all these bacteria and you took all these infections from him, and the other man too will be complaining. So during that, you wear this loosened dress. Sometimes I prefer not for you to even wear the panty, because after that you need to wear, you need to let air enter your vagina. You need to get it dry. The wetting is the wetting of the vagina is when during the sexual intercourse. So I think right after the sex, you need to wear, it's either the man's dress, as I was saying, in a nice, sexy, cute, romantic way. But then if not that, wear your own top or your own dress that you sent. But then with the losing panty or no panty, for you to prevent yourself from infections. I'm doing it. Are you also doing it? Do you want us to improve our health together? Do you want us to care for our vagina? Do you want us to protect our property? Yes. So during all these things, once you are having sex, you knowing all these things will first one improve you. It will boost your immune system for sex, because you knowing this, you know that when I'm going in, I should have water. Right after that, I should have water. The water is going to encourage me to go in for more, because at that time I might feel exhausted and I might feel I'm tired, that I shouldn't go in for more. You need to impress your guy, impress them so that they won't leave you. Give them the sexual position that they have. Let them be of their own. But then mind you, some sexual positions aren't good. They aren't good at all. I like they have this, you stand and the boy will stand and you bend and the boy will bend, and ladies, please, it's not going to help us. It sometimes causes stroke. Bending, standing. Is it at sex? During sex, your heart is pumping blood and you are exerting pressure on your heart. So your heart is pumping the blood and you are standing and it's pumping and you are standing and it's pumping, and a person is doing it and you feel like you are just going on and you are just going on. Right after sex, imagine your leg will be paining you. You do it the next day, thinking it's normal, but then at the end, you realize that you've caused a huge damage to yourself. So ladies, I entreat you all to know these precautions, this safety, these things before you go in and after sex. We are hoping that we shoot another video on sex. This is a brief summary. I wanted to educate you all on sex. Thank you. I love you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm your usual guest, Abena Sex. Thank you. I love you. Mwah.